What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video on my channel. It's Friday. I'm halfway through work on my lunch break. Happy days, almost the weekend. Over my COVID, not the coffee in the lungs, but I got a football game this Sunday, so hopefully that blows some cobwebs out. I get straight back into it because I felt like crap for a week and a half now. So it'd be nice to get back on the football field, football pitch, and yeah, get it going, get a win. That'd be nice. So first of all, Leeds United have got their new fixtures out, which is a relief. I actually think it's not the worst start. There's a couple of tough games in there, but we've got Wolves at home to begin with, which is a nice way to start the season. Usually it's Liverpool or Man City, which gives me the shits, or Man United. So it's nice to start the season with Wolves at home. Won't be an easy game, but you know, it's at home, so Gotta have to back the lads there for sure. Then we've got Southampton away, Chelsea at home, Brighton away, and Everton at home. So look, not the easiest games. I wouldn't say it's not like we're versing newly promoted sides, and you know they're all at home. But there's some winnable games in there. We might get you know, off the top of my head without knowing anything else and seeing us in pre-season. You know, imagine Wolves at home. You try to get 3 points, if not you know a draw at worst. Southampton away will be tough, but I don't know if they'll be as good as they were last season. I think it'll be tougher for them. We won't be as disjointed, hopefully. Chelsea at home will be tough. Don't know, maybe hope for a draw on that one. Brighton away, that'll be a tough. That's probably the toughest game out of all of them. And then Everton at home. Yeah, we'll see what Lampard's Everton look like, but based on last year, we'll be hoping for 3 points there, that's for sure. We'll be looking like a better side, with more players in, hopefully. So yeah, not a bad start. I'm happy with that. We've had a rough go over the last 2 years, I think, with getting the season kick-started. I think we definitely had a rough one last year, and it definitely didn't set us up to really kick on. So yeah, buzzing with that one. So first of all, Sander Berge is tipped to come in to replace Phillips. Yes, I know I've said replacing Phillips before. You guys have crucified me, but this whole Man City thing looks like it's really gaining traction. There's been a few people talking about 45 to 50 million pound instead of 60 now. I don't know what I rate him. He's not 100 million pound worth, but I would have thought maybe 60. I think 60 is fair. But look, if we get 50 for him, it is what it is. And in the end, the club are going to value him how they think it's their asset at the end of the day. So not much we can do about it. But Sander Berge, who is a player that I've wanted to get in from the start, I thought him and Aidan O'Brien would have been the perfect replacements and signings, along with Aronson. But we obviously haven't got O'Brien. So I really want Sander Berge to come in. He would come in as a Phillips replacement, I believe, directly. I think he would be a very, very good player at that position, and I think he would thrive. Whether we can get him or not is another thing, but I do believe that's the one that I would like. I prefer that over the Adams lad. I would definitely prefer Sander Berge. Romeo Lavia from Manchester City under 23s. He's struggling to get into the starting squad. He's only 18 years old though, but he was seen as a long-term replacement or long-term midfielder for Man City, but recently sort of has been touted that he might not be as suited to be long-term, which is interesting at 18, but maybe they've seen something, or maybe they see with the rolling, like they have the money that they can just go buy a ready-made replacement. So he'd be coming in as an under-23s player, bolster the under-23s, and really push on. Got some decent players in there. Also the West Ham lad, Perkins, I think it was, the striker. If we would get those two in, that'd be really good for our under-23s. Especially a midfielder, we would have Lewis Bate and Lavia, which would mean that our midfield sorted. Not sorted, but could be sorted for quite some time yet. So yeah, interesting. See if it happens. But I always like good, highly rated youngsters coming in because we've done quite well on the youngsters recently. Sorry, there's a hair on my thingy. There's done quite well with the youngsters with Galahad and Lewis Bate and things recently. I think we've brought in some really good youngsters. So we do tend to pick up good young players. Arnaud Calamuendo he's been at Lens, but he's a PSG youngster. 20 years old, striker, very good player. Like I've said before, I watched a lot of Ligue 1. A very good player. 28 goals in 27 games on his first season. Overall, he's got 13 goals in 38 now with 6 assists. I do like him. He's a quick striker. He's a decent finisher. I do think he would suit the system. I would really like to bring him in. Out of all the strikers, he's probably the one that I like the most now that he's popped up. But I don't seem to get the signings that I like. It seems to always be some random. So who knows? But he's one that I would actually really like to bring to the club. Yeah, I think he'd be fantastic. Can't go wrong with the PSG youngster either. They bring up some good players. Next up is Eric Botheim, 22-year-old from Bodo Glimt. So he's £8 million rated player. Rangers, Glasgow Rangers, Fulham and Southampton and a few other clubs are in for him. But he's touted to go on a free this summer. 22 goals in 46 games plus 10 other scoring involvements, which I assume are assists. But the article didn't say what it was, but I assume assists. Interesting. Not a highly rated player, not from a higher league. Could be brought in as a backup. I mean, a great goals to game ratio, but I'm pretty sure we've had players like this before, like Ekuban had a great goals to games record where I forgot who the club he was at, but before he came to Leeds, he had a decent goals to game record and he obviously never kicked on. So it's always a rough one when you get guys who score goals in lower leagues and then, you know, they don't always make the jump, but you never know. You can't write these guys off. If you get them on a free, why not? 22-year-old player on a free, you can't go wrong with that. But there is a fair few teams that are after him. You know, Rangers have Europe they can offer him. Fulham don't, but you know, it's Fulham and Southampton that offer Premier League, but we offer the same, and I feel like we're a better option than them, obviously. But Rangers offering Europe might be a bit of a struggle because Rangers obviously are quite a big club as well. And last off, Nathan Collins has popped up again. For those who don't know, I have spoken about him before, but 21-year-old Burnley centre-back. I said that I don't want to bring a centre-back in because we have so many, but he would be a very, very good signing if we can get him. I prefer him over Tarkowski just because of the age. Wolves and Villa are also after him. I've got a feeling it's probably they're probably more likely to sign him. We don't really need centre-halves. Wolves have just got rid of Roman Saiz, so they would be looking at as a good young centre-back to come in as a replacement. Villa are always just buying everyone at the moment. Anyone that's highly rated and young, they're just bringing in like Boubacar Kamara, which I'm still devastated he left Marseille. Again, for those of you who don't know, that's my French team. It's like my second team sort of thing, but obviously if we ever played in Europe, when we do get to Europe, I'll support Leeds, obviously. That's no doubt about that one. But that's all for the transfer news today. Arnaud Calimundo is the big one, and I really, really want to see him come in. He would be lovely as the fourth signing because the Rocker deal is happening. When I believe he's having a medical today, I think it was. It was reported last night. It's always hard when you're in Australia to know in the English time what the go is. But I believe it's today or it's Friday in England. So whatever that is. So it'll be today or tomorrow. He'll have a medical. I assume he'll be probably announced over the weekend, if not Monday morning. So really, really happy with that signing. Happy with who we're linked with so far. I'm really buzzing with all of it because, like I said, we've never got the deals done before in the past. So the fact we're doing it now is, yeah, fantastic. I'm over the moon with it. So if you liked the video, drop me a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about all these rumors. Who stands out? If there's any that you've heard of that that might be happening, let me know in the comments and let me know your thoughts. I really appreciate it. And I'll speak to you on the weekend, I think, unless there's not much news because there hasn't been, in which case I'll have a video out on Monday. I might do like a little video for some other reason on the weekend. I don't know what, but we'll see. And yeah, peace.